It was my second birthday when my parents took the action of giving me a better life. On the journey to the United States, my dad exchanged phone numbers with a stranger that was in the journey with him, and we arrived in California and lived there for a couple of years. And my mother, she would tell me that I would cry a lot, like a lot. And so she would take advantage when I was sleeping. She would get up early and she would go to the trash cans and pick up, dig in and find aluminum cans to sell. And with enough money saved, she had that money saved, and my father got in contact with the stranger that he met in his journey. And the stranger told him there's a lot of opportunity here in Tulsa. There's job opportunities, and if you come, we'll have a place for you so you can, live here. And so my father took the risk. He came, and sure enough, he had the keys to the apartment, but the stranger was nowhere to be found, and he had just left him with the house, with the apartment, and with the job. And so with the money my mother had saved, she came with me in Tulsa, and in 1996 we started a life here in Tulsa. As I grew up here. I went from pre-K. In the 8th grade, I realized that I started questioning, and I asked myself, or I asked my mother, why couldn't, or my teachers, why couldn't I do driver's ed? So in 8th grade, I found out that I couldn't do driver's ed. In the 9th grade, I was told that I shouldn't share my status. I shouldn't talk about my immigration status or anything related to that of my family. In the 10th grade, I couldn't apply for the summer job all of my friends were applying to. In the 11th grade, I missed out on a lot of scholarships because I did not have a social security number to fill in that blank. In 12th grade, I knew that I wasn't going to go to college because there was no federal financial aid for me, and my parents did not make enough money for me to pay for college. On May 5th, 2012, I became the first member in my family to graduate from high school, and I did not know what I was going to do afterwards. But on June 15, 2012, at 10 a.m., I woke up and I saw an announcement, a presidential announcement that allowed people like me under deferred action for childhood arrivals to continue living without fear in the United States. The next day, I enrolled for college, and I went to TCC. I graduated from TCC and am now a senior at Oklahoma State University, majoring in accounting. I have accepted Thank you. I have accepted job offers for this summer and upon graduation, and my academic goal is to become a certified public accountant. My name is Jordan Alberto Mazariegos Zamora. No, it's not Mazarigos, Mazarigos, nor my San Diegos. Mazariegos. When you say my name, let the Z roll off your tongue, releasing a potential to kinetic energy in such a jaw-dropping fashion in which the enunciation of the first 3 letters of my last name would just take you into the A-R-I-E. Pronounce every letter, and there it goes. Mazariegos. No, I'm not Jordan with the 3 last names. I am Jordan, accompanied by the names of honor, motherhood, and history, a last name so carefully and proudly carried by my grandmother's calloused palms that tell the stories of El Campo, her giving praise to God through the book of Psalms while making tamales y tortillas para vender, made by her thick, protective, layered, cracked, bare hands. A last name given to my mother to pass down to her son. Wow, how quickly and easy it is to forget where we come from. So remind me that I come from stolen gold, from the Mayans, from cocoa, coffee beans, and sugar canes, a beautifully tragic mixture, a Zapoteco of erased history. And my memory can't seem to escape the thought of lost lives and indigenous rape, a bittersweet bitterness, a feeling innate, the souls of past people, present, and fate. Our stories cannot be checked into boxes. We are in the land of the forgotten, the undocumented migrant whose dream of wanting a better life for their family was the only broken law, and a system that has brainwashed a society to scream, deport them all. I am tired of the misogyny, bigotry, and hate still going around to this date. But deep within my faith, I believe that we can change humanity's fate. My people, our traditions, beaten and slaughtered, being pushed to the brink of extinction, that I can't even seem to grasp. So remember mi abuela, los paleteros and street vendors from the alleys of downtown LA to the streets in Capitol Hill, historic Capitol Hill in OKC, to our own backyard in La Plaza Santa Cecilia and Tulsa's 21st in Garnett. Their stories, their words spill in conversation between immigrants who sometimes their names are all they have. Sometimes our names are all we have, and stories that never forget to remind us where we come from. Thank you.